What is going on, everybody? Welcome to my new channel. I know it's been a while since I've uploaded on my last channel, but I've kind of gotten, into a bunch of different things recently with school, and my focus has kind of changed. Instead of, I haven't really had time to play video games, so I can't really sit down and play a 60-hour RPG, or any game in small increments because of school. So what I've been doing is I've been getting into kind of more of like the things that I was into in my childhood. Digimon was not a big part of my childhood, which is what I kind of want to base and dedicate this channel towards, is these little guys, the V-Pets. They're not Digivices, they're actually kind of like Tamagotchi, which are also created by Bandai. I started getting into LCD games that I would collect when I was younger. Namely, the Tiger Pokédex or the Mattel Mega Man PETs. And so I've been collecting those recently, and I want to do videos on those. And I got hardcore into Beyblade too. My brother and I were playing, we've been playing Beyblade, whether it's the original Metal Fight or the new Burst series. I do want to start, kind of uploading different videos to this channel dedicated to more collectibles, which I don't really think will fit on my main channel. Yeah, so I guess this is gonna be the start of LCDigimon, named because I want to start showing off the LCD games that I used to like playing and collecting when I was younger, and Digimon. I really got into it recently. And I also want to do kind of like a vlog style when it comes to raising these little guys, what they evolve into, and there's a whole thing that I would like to get into later on. But I just got to work and I'm not going to be able to have time to explain more right now, but I will see you later. So I guess what I want to do with the channel is pretty much just focus on, toys from our childhoods, my childhood specifically. And needless to say, I was never really a big fan of Digimon. I was a Pokemon nerd. I love Pokemon, and if you follow my other channel, you'll know that I just absolutely love Pokemon. I recently got into Digimon because, well, it seemed cool. And then I found that there was a community that actually can battle these little pets online. And I recently just ordered the parts for what they call a DCOM, or a simpler version, which is an ACOM. And they use these breadboards and an Arduino and some resistors. They connect it to their computer, and they're able to battle these things online with the contacts that you connect to the ACOM or the DCOM. And that blew my mind. The fact that there's a community for competitive battling these things. I ordered more of these, and I'm excited to get them in. But that's pretty much the goal of this channel. Is going to be the main focus, which would be Digimon, specifically the V-Pets, and maybe some more of the other features. But because I called the channel LCDigimon, any LCD handheld games would be really cool and something that I'd want to review in the future. And I do have some LCD handheld games that I've collected the past couple of months that I do want to go over, but the main focus of the channel will be Digimon, and maybe Digimon battling, maybe some drawing, some art. This is kind of like a channel for videos that don't fit well with my main channel, which, who knows, maybe this will end up being my main channel because it's just so fun to just speak freely about things that I really like. I want to do Beyblade tournaments. I want to do art drawings, just digital or pencil and paper, whatever it be, traditional drawings. But yeah, so this is, I guess, episode 1 of a vlog. I don't know what I'm going to be calling it yet. We'll see. But yeah, so I'm at work right now. I'm just on my break, and I'll just be keeping up with what's going on here. I do want to do I do have a Pendulum Z, a Deep Savers V-Pet. I'll be going over the different V-Pets that I own and the ones as they come in my orders, and as the different collection grows, I want to go over them and start runs of different Digimon I want to raise. but I'll go over it later on tonight when I have more time to explain. But yeah, I hope, you know, we'll see what comes of this. I'm literally just taking a chance. This is just completely off the cuff, and there's no planning or foresight whatsoever. So we'll see how it goes. I should mention at the very least what my goal is with this particular VPET. Now this is the white DM20, Digimon 20th anniversary. The DM20s, any of the 20th anniversary VPETs, whether it be the Pendulum 20 or the DM20, they are the only ones that are able to allow the tamer to raise 2 Digimon at the same time. I'm personally not a big fan of it. I don't like the fact that I have to keep up, like have upkeep with 2 different Digimon. But I guess I should mention though that my goal with this particular VPET is, so right now I have Metal Greymon. He is 7 days old, I think 2 more days I believe, and he will digivolve. There are different paths, thanks to humulos.com, I believe is the website. I'll leave the link in the description below. It's a big old guide on the different VPETs, so that you're able to see how you want to raise your Digimon, because depending on the way you raise them, whether you feed them enough, whether you give them enough effort, or whether you have certain mistakes. There's this little icon here on the bottom right. It's called the call icon. It will go off and make noise depending on what Digimon needs are, whether it's hungry, whether it's sick, whether it's sleepy. And if that call light goes on but then it turns off, that counts as a care mistake. So different care mistakes, and the game actually keeps track of these. Different care mistakes, different effort values, and different strength values will change. Oh, and how many battles you do will change the next step in the evolution. So my goal with this particular VPET is Metal Greymon. I want him to evolve into Blitz Greymon, and then eventually his final form, which you will have to do specific steps, which I'll go over later on. So my Metal Greymon, I want him to become Blitz Greymon. And then my Mega Dreamon, I want him to become Aegismon. Aegismon is probably one of the most badass looking Digimon, in my opinion. And this is coming from someone who's never really grown up with Digimon or really cared for them. But yeah, and then that's it. Yeah. I went home for my lunch, and I went to go grab the rest of my packaging for my GoPro. I'm gonna return it. The reason why I got it was because I wanted to use it as a studio camera. Just, you know, a new fancy camera, shoots in 5K quality. Not that it matters in terms of quality. 4K is fine, but it was a new camera that I could use for vlogging, for, you know, daily license, small form factor, and that's why I got it. Also because it's, you know, a higher quality camera than what I normally use, which is my phone, but it's not all that different. It was pretty expensive, so I'm gonna return it. I went home to grab the packaging so I'd be able to go to Target and return it after work. And then I also grabbed my VPET case. I got this the other day. It was like $9. Super nice. I keep the plastic battery tab on it just so I could you know, go back and forth between VPETs, and it's really nice. It's thin, as there's some out there that I've noticed that are actually kind of like thicker, but I think those are sturdier. But I like this because it's just always on my belt buckle, and yeah, so nothing's changed with Metal Greymon and Mega Dreamon. And I have to make a correction. I said Mega Dreamon, right? Mega Dreamon evolves into Aegismon. It's Aegis Dreamon. I gotta remember, because from what I've been reading is the Dre or Dra, whatever you want to call it, prefix represents a dragon, that it will become a dragon. So my favorite Digimon, Pale Draymon, is part of the dragon family because of the Dre prefix. So yeah, interesting. Yeah, I'm going back to work. So after work, I'm gonna go return my GoPro. I also ordered a a media thing for it that like goes around it. It's got like a parabolic microphone that will be able to pick up speech or noise in a specific area. Mod attachment for it, which I thought was pretty cool, so I got that, but should be coming in with the rest of my ACOM parts, which I'll show off later on today if it does come in today, hopefully. But I'm going to be returning that media mod also, and maybe we'll put the refund money to more VPETs or more LCD stuff, but yeah, we'll see. Alright, so my orders finally came in. Yes! Let's go. Okay, one of these I gotta return. I think, pretty sure this is the one I gotta return. Yes! Finally! This came like a day late. I was really hoping to start like building my ACOM. Breadboard. Arduinos. Let's do this. What a day. So I'm back. I came back from having some dinner with my girlfriend. We ended up just getting in and out, hanging out in my car, watching some Big Bang Theory on HBO Max. I love that show. That's beside the point. Now to talk about Digimon. What I really want to do with this channel is pretty much focus on collectibles, the main focus being Digimon. Now, why did I get into Digimon? I did not grow up with it. I watched the shows here and there. I know about, you know, Agumon, I know about Tai and Kira, Kari, or whatever her name is, Padama, you know, all like the season 1 and 2 stuff. I watched, but never could get into it because I always thought Digimon was just a copy of Pokemon, which, I mean, let's be real, it kind of was, but it was still its own thing. You know, you collected monsters, but it was more free, and it wasn't cute like Pokemon was. If you look at some of the monster designs from Digimon, they're just either super awesome and mind-blowingly detailed, or they're just like creepy looking and or disgusting. And I never even touched a Digimon game until now. I really got into Digimon, one, because I was kind of like on this kick of like collecting LCD games. I collected, I've been really into LCD games. The Mega Man or Rockman, actually. This is the Korean version, Rockman PET or Progress PET. I'll go over this. Then obviously, you know, the original pet from the NT Warriors. This thing is super cool. Just like the Digivices, I actually owned a Digivice back in the day. A friend of mine gave me one just out of nowhere. And I think it was the Blue Vmon version. Whatever. Just like that one, this one kind of has a shake or a pendulum in it, where it reads the amount of shakes, and that's how you find viruses and you do combat. I'll definitely go over this. And obviously my favorite one is the Pokedex. I absolutely love this. I got this recently. It's in amazing condition. I don't know how the seller was able to keep it so clean. Yeah, I was collecting these LCD games, and you know, I don't know why. I was just recapturing my childhood, and I came across, you know, the VPETs. And I'd known about the VPETs for a while. I just didn't see the appeal. I didn't really like Tamagotchi. I was into Tamagotchi when I was like 4 or 5. I had it around my neck, jumped in the pool, it died. I never bothered to get a replacement battery for it. So I do remember raising it, and then I had a Gigapet. How many of you remember Gigapets? That was like the knockoff Tamagotchi. But yeah, so that's as far as my VPET experience goes. But say the least, I've been having a blast. And what I want to do with this channel is, you know, talk about collectibles, collectible game stuff, collectible anything, pretty much focus on like LCD handhelds just because they're so cool. And I guess Game Boy and, you know, the Wonder Swan falls under the category of LCD games because they use LCD screens. But yeah, we'll see what I want to do with this. I definitely am excited to start going over this. Whenever I do a run with a VPET, I do want to, you know, document it. I don't know if I'm going to keep this whole vlog style up, but I will do like overviews and like returning, like, oh, this today Agumon evolved into Greymon, and, you know, short clip of the different things. And, you know, definitely want to do a build of the ACOM and the DCOM. Definitely go over the news of like new Digimon and Bandai products that are going to be launching. And yeah, so let's go over to my desk and see what I have to talk about today. Okay, I got all the parts I needed to make myself a ACOM, and this is the Nano Arduinos, and then I got my my connector cables, and then my resistors. So I'll go over that later, maybe even in a separate video on like how to put one together, because I still need to do some research on it. But I do want to go over, however, my VPETs. So this is my my white DM20. There's a Metal Greymon and Megadramon. So is it Megadramon or Megadramon? I'm not sure, but either way, here they are. I'm pretty sure one of them goes to bed soon. I think Megadramon. I like Megadramon better. I think Megadramon goes to bed before Metal Greymon. But whatever. So today, nothing really eventful happened in regarding to these two guys. In regards to these two guys. So what I want to go over is what a DM20 is, as far as to my knowledge. Because remember, I am a beginner. I am a newbie when it comes to the Digimon digital, the VPETs or virtual pets. So some of the different menus that we can see here are the functions are. You obviously are gonna start up the game, which I'll probably go over this guy over here. Not sure if I really want to open him up yet. I really like the color, the translucent green and the orange. I might even customize it where I put the black buttons on here and the this black border around the frame. I might do that. And then obviously I have my my deep savers, which is, I do want to do a playthrough of this one. I do want to record like the different happenings and going on with this one, because I love the color. It's just super nice. I haven't opened it yet, so I might do an unboxing of that as well. And I did order some other virtual pets, which are gonna come in soon, which I'll definitely do an unboxing. And so what I do want to stress is that I am a newbie. I'm a beginner, so this is kind of more like a vlog or a kind of an archive of my journey through raising Digimon through the VPET system, through VPETs. This is my white DM20. Now DM20 stands for Digimon 20th anniversary Digimon, because that's what they're called. It was called a Digimon, but they're referred to as VPETs as far as I know. So what a DM20 differs from with the original 1998 release is that you can raise two Digimon. And I think there are also new Digimon that appear in later seasons in the show, which I know nothing about whatsoever. However, I am a fan of the LCD games. So this first button here, this first icon is your status or your profile. It tells you what Digimon you're raising, which if it was the original 98 version, it would only show one Digimon, but it cycled through. It shows you its age in days and its weight in gigabytes. Now, when you reach 99 gigabytes, that is when the performance of your Digimon starts to decrease. And the way you increase gigabytes is by overfeeding, feeding too many proteins, which I'll go over soon, but pretty much overfeeding your Digimon to the point where it pretty much gains weight. So this is your meat, which pretty much increases strength. So this is your hunger meter. You know, you feed your Digimon, it doesn't get hungry, it fills up the hearts. Your strength meter, which gets filled up, I believe, by training. and also by feeding protein pills, I think. I'm pretty sure protein pills is what fills it up. Effort is increased by training regimens, and then your Digi points. I think this is what DP stands for. This is pretty much like your stamina. Pretty much your DP is that. So every time you do a battle, it decreases your stamina, or your Digi points. And then your win percentage in single battle, and your win percentage in tag battle. And now these stats are specific to that Digimon. So Mega Draymon's gonna have his own stats. He's younger than my Metal Greymon, because when you reach a certain stage with your first Digimon in the DM20 only, you gain access to your second egg. And then hunger, strength, effort, Digi points. I haven't done any battles today because I've maxed out the requirements for the next stage aren't as focus intensive, that you really got to put too much time and effort into this stage of your Digimon to get into the next stage. So win rate is 100%, tag battle is 100%. I did lose one battle at one point with my Metal Greymon when he was in a regular Greymon. But yeah, then you're feeding, training. So when you're doing dual training, you pretty much pick a top or bottom option, and you're pretty much sparring with your partner Digimon. And if you come out victorious, so it's best of 5. You win 3 out of 5. Your Digimon gains effort, and now you can cycle through your Digimon with the C button. There's a focus on Mega Draymon and a focus on Metal Greymon. So I can go to training with Metal Greymon, focus only, and then you mash the A button. And then obviously you have the Coliseum. Now the Coliseum is going to be the majority of the gameplay. It is the battle. You can do a single battle. Then you cycle through your Digimon, whoever it's going to be. This is exclusive to the DM20, where you can choose what Digimon to fight, unless you have a Copymon, which I remembered. Unless you have a Copymon, which is pretty much a copy of a friend's Digimon, you can transfer and copy it over from their VPET to yours and have that as a backup. And so this is how you connect to different VPETs. And so let's do a single battle with Greymon and Metal Greymon, and it's going to be a mashing game. So there is Terriermon, I think, and he fires off his missiles. And then he does 5 damage, I think. So tag battle now is when you choose your leading Digimon and your backup Digimon, and you can start the battle. Now in this mode there is like a meter that goes up and down. You have to time it correctly. Now I've been only doing critical attacks, which I'll show you what that is. That is 3 arrows. 1 2 3 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12. And you see that giant blade come out of the attack. We can skip this by pressing the B button, and we won. So there are different strategies on how you want your Digimon to attack. Max power, and then max effort and mashing produces a different attack. And then there's a lot of different strategies when it comes to battling Digimon, especially when it comes to battling online, which when I build my ACOM, definitely want to do a video on that. So here is the flush icon. Your Digimon will poop. Here are the lights, and I think I'll put him down now because one of them goes to bed at 10 or 10:30, something like that, and the other one follows right after at 11. So putting them to sleep puts them under a blanket or a basket. Some people say it's a basket. However, it gives them 3 hours of a nap, right? So if it's not their time to sleep, it gives them 3 hours to nap. So if you have to take a break from them for a little bit, their timer and evolution stops. I think, don't quote me on that. Some timer stops, and I think it might be only when they're in their child stage, the timer stops. So we can put them to bed. Oops, I gotta cycle through that again. So we can either wake them up when they're asleep, or put them to sleep when it's time for them to go to bed. Because your Digimon will tell you, "I'm tired, I want to go to bed," and then you go ahead and put them to sleep. It will trigger a call icon. If you skip the call icon, it will count as a care mistake, which will change the evolution of the preceding Digimon. And then there is the bandages, which is the hospital. If your Digimon gets sick or if it gets injured during battle, you can heal them up here. And then your journal, which you can go through your collected Digimon. So here's a Botamon, I think. Yeah, Botamon. Don't remember this one. Oh, Koromon. That's right. There's the Agumon, and then Greymon, Metal Greymon, and then this is Uramon. Yeah. And this is Tanimon, and then Biomon, and then Monochromon, and then obviously the Megadramon. So far I've only unlocked the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 Digimon, and certain special eggs do become available and get unlocked the more Digimon you evolve, the more Digimon you encounter. And now stock is your backup Digimon, where you will copy your friend's Digimon. You got your record, which is how many battles you've won out of how many single battles I've performed versus how many I've won, how many tag battles I've performed versus how many I've won, and then so forth. And then my name is Aaron. I can only fit 4 letters in this, and that is your journal. And then this is versus. So you select this one, and then you are then able to either battle your friend or copy select a Pokemon. Wow, I am going to be saying Pokemon a lot. Either transfer a copy of your Digimon to their VPET, or a Digimon from their VPET to yours, and then those are the different options. I really like this. However, the only thing I have to say is that with the DM20, you do have to focus on 2 Digimon. And as more information comes off that I learn, I will definitely be explaining it. And what I really like about this is it saves your file. So if you feel like you need to take a break and want to focus on maybe another VPET, or something comes up, you can pop the battery out, or as I keep the plastic tabs. I can just slip it into this little slot, and it disconnects the battery. But then when you pull the tab again, or reinsert a battery, it allows you to load the previously saved state of the VPET, which, hey, that's super cool, and I really like that. So yeah, I really feel like I'm gonna have a lot of fun with this channel. If you do want to take a look at some of my older stuff, I do have my original channel, which is Too Strong For You. Link in the description below, and then this is how you spell it. Yeah, I don't know how else I'm gonna move on with this, but it very much is a on the fly, off the cuff type of operation I'm gonna be running here. And yeah, so until next time, I'll see you guys later.